My name is Megan and I run Megan Designs. As far as how I learned my skill, I studied a Bachelor of Communication Design, but funnily enough, I don't really use that very much. The stuff that I do now is very much self-taught. With hand lettering, I just became obsessed and it's all I wanted to do, and I just wanted to get better and better and better. I actually was the kid in primary school where everyone asked me to do bubble lettering on their title pages. And I didn't really think about it until maybe a year or so ago, which is really wild to me because it's the thing that I'm now doing as an adult. They would always come up to me like, can you do bubble lettering? Like, I need to have a really cool title page. I mean, as a kid, we have so much creativity, but it's hard to hold on to it, right? Like it kind of gets pushed out of you. So I think that I've done a really good job holding on to it and then bringing it into my craft. I decided to make this my business because I really struggled in 9-to-5 jobs, and I was always thinking that there was something wrong with me. Like I couldn't sit at a desk for 8 hours or whatever and focus. I was always looking outside. I'd always say to my co-workers, I just want to be outside sitting in a park. 2020 really helped me figure that out. I had a lot of time to just think and figure out what I wanted for my future, and I realized how poor my mental health was actually getting working in those 9-to-5 desk jobs. That realization really drove me to do the scary thing that I had kind of known in my heart for a while, but I was just terrified. Like I just didn't have the confidence to push myself. I needed a little bit of a push, like I got forced into it, which is the best thing that's ever happened. Having the confidence to charge what I'm worth has been huge for me. In the beginning, you undercut yourself a little bit, and it's mostly out of fear of not getting the job. But what you don't realize in the beginning is that is actually detrimental to you in the future, but also to your industry, because people are always seeking things that are cheaper. How I overcame that is just practice and doing the scary thing and being like, okay, cool, I'm actually worth this. I'm going to put that out there and see what comes back. And if it doesn't, then it's not meant for me, and that's totally okay. And the right thing will eventually come. I did not write a business plan before launching. I started to write one this year. I didn't get very far. I am not great at doing the nitty-gritty things that aren't creative. I definitely had vision and I had goals that I wanted to tick, but I haven't formulated them as a business plan. I would definitely say my business plan lives in my head. I think it shouldn't. I think that given how I operate, as far as I love writing lists and ticking things off, I get a lot of satisfaction out of that. I think that I should have a business plan. I definitely do have dark days, less and less now. I think in the beginning they were more consistent because there was still a lack of confidence there and a lack of maybe direction. Also fear that the work wasn't going to come and that I was going to run out of money. Again, it comes back to money, like the dark days are often related to money. But how I overcame that, I made peace with the ebbs and the flows, and I realized that having those quiet times were the times that helped me prepare for the busy ones, and that's actually the reason why I wanted to be my own boss, is that I didn't want to be consistently grinding. I wanted to have downtime to reset. I definitely do have mentors. I don't know that I would say business mentors. I have a uni lecturer that has been my biggest cheerleader right from the start. As far as being a business mentor, he does definitely give me some advice in that space, but I think it would be more a creative mentor than anything. The biggest advice that I would offer for someone taking the plunge into business, the biggest thing is confidence. And I know it's kind of naff, the whole fake it till you make it thing, but it's honestly true, because in the beginning I had no idea. Like my first wall that I painted, I was absolutely terrified. But someone said to me, what's the worst that can happen? If it's no good, you can paint over it. I was like, okay, cool, all right, sweet. So I faked it till I made it, and it just worked out. So confidence is probably one of the biggest things.